Welcome back again to another Tech Show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Bite Steps, and today, just straight into it, we're going to talk about the Samsung S22 Plus. And before we continue and say anything else, we just want to say thank you to you who has been watching. You have watched all our videos, you have shared, you have commented, you have told us, yeah, you didn't review this well, yeah, you did this amazing, oh, I didn't know about this one. Thank you all for the comments, and we really appreciate it. So keep encouraging us, keep talking to us, keep telling us what to do next, which gadget to review, which other item would you like us to have on our tech show, or which technology would you like us to talk about. So now, without further ado, this is the Samsung S22 Plus. Released in the year of 2022, it's a premium classic feel. So now let's see if the Samsung S22 Plus 3 years down the line, how it still fares. All right, so let's start. So now, on the design and build of the Samsung S22 Plus, so the S22 Plus feels a bit compact, but it's still large since it comes with a 6.6 display screen. It's the feel on the front and the back. It has a what you call a Gorilla Glass Victus Plus on the front and the back, and then it has that smooth texture at the back. You know, when you're holding the phone, you feel it, and it also has an IP68 durability, water resistance durability test. It is at 168, so it's water resistant and dust resistant. And it comes now, when you look at the build of it and the design, you see the back of the back here, down here, we have the Type C charger. Then we have one of the speakers. Then you have the SIM card slot and the microphone. Then on this side doesn't have any buttons. Then on the right side it has the on and off button, and then the volume up and down button, another microphone there, and a speaker. So yeah, and the back now we have the triple camera with this smaller bump on the S22 Plus. There's a small bump where the camera is set. Then there's a flash. So now let's talk about the display of the S22 Plus. One of the main things is that it comes with a display, a motion smoothness, adaptive of 120 hertz. You can switch to the standard one of 60, but you can still use it. You can still use it at 120 hertz. It works perfectly well. Amazing. On the display, it has the options of light, dark. You can use whichever you like, and then it has a setting for the eye comfort shield, whereby you can adjust and say, this is how I want it for my eyes and all that, the colors and everything. Then it also has adaptive brightness, the one for 17, the one that gets up to 1750 nits. So it can be bright, it can be dark. Then it has all that, the camera cutout, full screen apps that you want. You can select which apps you want to have full screen on the phone, and all that, touch sensitivity, blah 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 blah. So that's all in the display. Quite a great performer in terms of also the brightness. So this one doesn't, the refresh rate is not as high as the newer phones, so a bit of the downside on that, but yeah, still a great performer. It still works well. So let's talk about the performance of the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus. So now it comes with, like all the other S22s, it comes with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. Again, also there are varieties that have the Exynos 2200. I've talked about that, So Snapdragon, well and good. Exynos hitting issues here and there and all that, so not among the best in terms of processors. But then when you talk about the performance, it's fast. It's still fast. Performance is solid, and it can multitask easily. Use cameras, you can game easily. Use apps without any shutdowns and all that. Then it comes to the software support on Android 6.1. That's Android 14. UI 6.1. That's Android 14. That's what has been upgraded to, and it can work easily, and it's still relevant till date, because right now I think we're at Android 16, if I'm not wrong, or somewhere there. So Android 14 is still top of its game, works perfectly. We are not at yet Android 16, I know. 14 works perfectly well, so it's still relevant till date. It comes with an 8 GB RAM with a 256 GB storage. This is the device that I have, so it's quite amazing. And in terms of performances, I would say it has a solid performance. Yeah. One of the disadvantages of the Samsung S22 Plus is overheating challenges. That's been one of the most experienced challenge. It overheats on heavy loads when you're using, maybe you're playing a game or you're multitasking so many apps. It has that issue. And then again, the newer versions of the S series or newer mobile devices, they have a feature for AI. They have those AI features. This one is yet like most of them Samsung from S20, some S23, S24, they come with the Galaxy AI feature. So this one doesn't have that. So you still have find things. There are things that you'll have to do them yourself. Do not rely on AI on this one. But it's still a very solid performance. So phone. So yeah. So go on to the next one. Let's talk about the camera. So it has three cameras at the back and one at the front. So the rear cameras, the camera are 50 megapixels on the main camera. Then you have a 10 megapixels telephoto. It has a 3 times zoom, and also it has an internal stabilization system. Then you have the 12 megapixels ultra wide camera at the back. Now the front one is a 10 megapixels selfie camera. You can capture amazing great selfies with it. And then it also has great daylight shots. When you're taking photos outside, it gives you an amazing feel, colors, and details. Then the zoom, the 3 times telephoto, is it's handy. As you can see, it can zoom into some areas which you can't get on others. The maximum it can get is the 10 times optical zoom. Yeah, not bad, not bad. And then when it comes to recording videos, you can do videos up to 8K at 24 frames per second, or you can do 4K at 60 frames per second. Still holds up to when it comes to content creation. You can create amazing videos with this phone right here. But when it comes to low light, not as much. So you'll need good lighting. Then again, the phone doesn't have a lot of AI features. They are almost to none, 0 to 9, but that's why it doesn't have any AI features or set tools on the camera. So now, as we go to the next one, talk about the battery and charging. Comes with a 4500 mAh battery, which is still good. Charge on you can charge it. It has a charging capability of 45 watts. That's wired. Then wirelessly is of course 15 watts. And then if you want to reverse charge, you can reverse charge at 4.5 watts. It's a decent battery. Can last up to usually can last up to 5 to 6 hours with I won't call heavy usage. I'll say moderate usage. Because another thing that this phone has, it can optimize the battery, so you won't have it's power efficient basically. So the everything else on the battery, I think it works, but doesn't have the capability of charging wirelessly. It can reverse charge wirelessly, but it can't charge wirelessly. I think that they need an improvement in that. I'm not sure they're going to have any improvement on this phone or the others that are, but with the newer phones, we have that option. On the connectivity of the S22 Plus, it has a 5G support, amazing, still feature proof. It has Wi-Fi 6E, and it has DEX support, Samsung DEX support, and then it has amazing the UWB, which is great for fast transfers and for smart devices. You can transfer content easily or from one phone to another. As I mentioned in the earlier videos, you know what the DEX support does is just turns your phone into a PC basically. So you can use your phone as a PC on a big screen and all that. Then other things in connectivity now, it doesn't have the jack, of course. And also, as I mentioned earlier, no expandable storage, so you can't input any micro SD or anything. So now, the speakers are stereo, here and here. Samsung tuned by AKG. It also has Dolby Atmos support and quite amazing sound. So as we can play some few videos here, and you can see. So that's the sound of it. So you can see this is the original. Then you can zoom it. It can fit in. You can zoom out. So that's the sound quality you get on the S22 Plus. I think it's soft enough to, let's say you're making a presentation to play and people will hear. Yeah. Yeah, so you get quite amazing photos. The HDR 10 Plus on the display of Samsung S22 Plus works perfectly in terms when you're watching videos, when you're watching different colors, it gives you a very amazing dynamic range. Now, based on the reviews and the design and everything that you have seen about this the look, the features, and the specs, the Samsung S22 Plus, how much do you think should be the current price? Well, currently it's retailing at 55,000 Kenya shillings. That's the more or less the base price, depending on the storage. This is an 8 GB to 56 GB storage, 8 GB RAM. So from 55,000 you can get an amazing S22 Plus. 55. Is it really worth it in 2025? But the thing I can say about it is that it's a pretty amazing and compact phone. So before we decide that we're going to buy the S22 Plus, let's see the rating that Avometer is going to give the S22 Plus based on the current phone market rates in 2025. Avometer, let's go! Design and build, 9 out of 10. Damn. Okay. Display, 8.5 out of 10. Well, okay. Performance, it gives a 7.5. Quite fair. The cameras, both for photo and video. Let's see. A solid 7.5. Okay. Audio, sound quality and speaker quality, and 7 out of 10. Okay. And battery life, 4500 mAh battery. Seven out of 10. Okay. What about the charging speed? 45 watts wired wire. Yeah, 6.5. That's fair. Connectivity, 8.5. Okay. Software and updates, another 8.5. Okay. It's a good second-hand phone. So value for money in 2025, rating, 7. Wow. Thank you, Avometer. Before we go to the final Avometer rating, the S22 Plus is an amazing phone and high quality, amazing one. So if you like the S22 Plus, kindly visit sleekgadgets.co.ke. They have amazing phones. They can give you all kind of phones, model, brands, and anything. You can even do a trade-in. Located at Yala Towers, ground floor, G03, or visit them at sleekgadgets.co.ke on their social media, or call the numbers on the screen. These are your people. Thank you, Sleek Gadgets, for sponsoring Avotech this episode as we review the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus. Final rating, is it worth it? Is it worth to buy in 2025? The final verdict is 7.5. The final verdict is this: the Samsung S22 Plus holds up well in this year, 2025. In terms of, it has a very great display, decent camera, strong support, software support, but its battery life, overheating, and AI features, the new S23 Ultra, S24 Plus, and S25, they have greater advantage over this. So if you want a solid compact phone and your budget is not as high as getting the newer brands, this one, it's a phone you can go to or not, depending on what you want. So now, I leave it to you. Tell me what you think about the S22 Plus. Do you think it's still a valid phone in 2025? Will you still buy it? If I gave you this one, would you pick it? Yo, thank you so much. And before we leave, it's time for the avocado. Avocado. Funny things, quotes, or fun fact. Now, avocado fun fact of the day. Do you know that an avocado can help with your eye health? Yes, your eyes. You. Now, listen. An avocado is rich in lutein and zeaxanthin. Zeaxanthin. Yo, that word in the screen, zeaxanthin. Those are the two antioxidants that are particularly beneficial for eye health, and they help protect the eyes from UV damage and may reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration. So in short, what they're trying to say is an avocado can help you kama wewe ni wa kuitisha za macho kila saa. The next time somebody tells you nipe za macho, give them an avocado. Kama wewe unakaa uko kwa relationship lakini huoni ukiolewa, eat an avocado na utaona vizuri. Kama wewe unatembeanga with your boyfriend, red flags na pink, well, eat an avocado and the red flags will be green. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this amazing episode. I'm your host, Bite Steps. This is the Avotech Show. Till next time, see ya.